What's something that gets an unnecessary amount of hate? Tom from Tom and Jerry. He just wants to chill, while that little piece of shit annoys him all the time. As a kid I always liked Tom. Just a hard-working cat trying his best to do his duty. At least with Tom and Jerry there's an air of playfulness to it. Then you get Sylvester and Tweety Bird, where that smug yellow turd is a big asshole about it. You know Tweety was a dude all along. Always assumed he was a she. Everyone, if you're a human being there is likely many reasons someone would want you dead. And countless more why people would think you are a horrible person. Humanity in general needs to chill. That one spoon in your kitchen you hate for no reason. I'm sorry but no, F that thing. The only reason I keep it around is to scare the rest of them into obedience. Everything Reddit decides it doesn't like, anything that becomes overrated, will stir up a counter movement of hate. From Skyrim to Neil deGrasse Tyson. The top comment will be adoring said idol, but the most upvoted first reply will be saying it's trash. It's like people feel like they have to correct the 5-star rating by voting 1 star, even though their real opinion is 3.5 stars. Being born in this generation, because our music sucks. I don't get that. We were born in the generation where we can go to YouTube or Spotify and listen to literally any music since the beginning of recording of music to stuff released literally 5 minutes ago. Being born in this generation is, for music, fantastic. I agree. We can listen to our music, as well as any music made before us. This really is the best time to be alive as a music fan. The word moist. I'm just describing this nice cake I'm eating, and you're acting like I'm reciting ancient curses from the Satanic Bible. Vegetables. I eat them regularly, since I was a kid, and it just blows my mind that there are people who take eating vegetables as punishment, or they need to learn to like it, or cook it because somehow they find it disgusting in raw state. I can't imagine not eating at least one kind of vegetable once a day. I think a lot of the disdain comes from parents who don't know how to cook. I hated a lot of things growing up, but it was because my parents couldn't cook worth shit. It resulted in me learning how to cook and taking it seriously to right their wrongs. Now I enjoy vegetables. Basically anything that everyone under the age of 15 is into. The irony is, the majority/plurality of people that hate on it, the thing that they were into at that age, was the thing the internet hated at that time in the same way. Fortnite bad, Minecraft good. I remember when Reddit, and the internet in general, didn't like Minecraft, because it was full of cringy preteens in the exact same way that Fortnite is hated now. I guarantee you, in 5 to 7 years time, Fortnite will be seen in the same way as Minecraft is seen now. It happened with Minecraft. It happened with Call of Duty. It happened with RuneScape. It happened with Halo. Heck, the likes of World of Warcraft and Dungeons and Dragons always used to be stereotyped as that game that only loser nerds and their moms basement play, which was a dumb assumption to begin with, but now anyone and their dog can say they have an account/campaign and no one bats an eye. You'd be raked over the coals for admitting that a decade or so ago, people loved Minecraft when it first launched. It wasn't until it had been out for a few years, 2 to 3 I think, that people started hating on it. Any media that's particularly popular with teenage girls, not just media, but really anything that is popular with teenage and young adult women, their media, hobbies, and what they enjoy apparently just isn't seen as valid or worthy by a large segment of the population. Why do people care so much if someone enjoys pop music or chick flicks or wearing Uggs or drinks PSLs? Why is something inferior if it's popular with young women? Pop music. Don't like Taylor Swift? Don't listen to her music. It has literally never, in the entire breadth of human history, been easier to find music that fits your taste. People who have been in jail. I mean, they already paid for their crime. Can we let them have a regular job and join society again without spitting on them for the rest of their life? As a meat eater, I'm going to have to go with vegans. I don't think I will ever be one, personally. I also don't think they deserve as much hate as they get, especially when you consider that most/all of it is a result of shit they don't do. A lot of media hate, I think, comes from being overhyped and overpromised. And then what we watch doesn't live up to the expectation despite being pretty good. Because some movies are hyped up like they are going to be a genre-defining landmark of cinema, the monument of a generation that'll be talked about for centuries. And what actually comes out is a real fun action/adventure film you thoroughly enjoyed, but not some historic event. And the world hates it because it didn't change their life or change the movie industry forever. What I mean is that it's okay if not everything is literally the best movie ever made. You can't use the absolute legends of popular culture as the measuring stick for other media. Air in chips bags. People have been mocking it for so long. It prevents the chips from being crushed and from going stale. WTF are you complaining about? Poor Karens are misunderstood spouses and friends who just need a little compassion. Anything popular. Fortnite is the worst thing ever at the moment. A few years ago it was Minecraft. Just ignore it if you don't like it. The ukulele. It's a fun, versatile, cheap instrument that you can learn to play pretty quickly. It's really hard to be in a bad mood while you're playing one. Consoles. TBH. Anything that has a primarily following/fandom of teenage girls. Pineapple on pizza. It's actually weird cause so many people eat weird things together, but pineapple on pizza gets hate for some reason. I love pineapple on pizza, some people hate that. It's funny because some of those people put ranch on pizza, which I think is disgusting. I'm not gonna tell them not to do it though. Why do they have to hate my pizza preferences and vocalize it? I'll never know. Generations. I'm a boomer. Obviously from my username, but guess what? We're all different from each other. And we change our views as the years roll by. Same with all the other gens. Any hate for one group of people is stupid. Whether it's a race, religion, generation, ethnic group, political party, anime just because it's animated and has a bad stigma because of the lawless and crap. Comments on Reddit with unpopular opinions. Skylar White. She did everything she could to protect her kids from her deranged and psychotic drug-dealing husband. Florida. Trans people. Way too much hate. Mayonnaise. It's pretty much just eggs and oil. Pop. Stan Twitter accounts have given the genre a terrible rep because of how obnoxious they are. Idols train their whole lives to be in these groups, and their talent is unmatched in comparison to anything in Western pop music right now. Tennis. People think it's so easy. Makes me pissed off. Children doing Fortnite dances. All you chuckler fuckers did weeb dances and Naruto ran, you got no F-room to talk. Vegans. Let them do their thing. They're not hurting anybody, especially cows. Windows Vista. It wasn't that bad. Giving a personal opinion on Reddit. You just get bombarded with hate over any opinion you give. Most of the time, the default argument is some dude asking for a litany of data. Like, chill the fuck out people. It's a random internet forum where 99.9% of discussion will last for 8 hours and then be gone forever. There's some subs where it makes sense to be that anal, but I see it too often on something trivial like an AskReddit thread. Justin Bieber. He was a kid who was given an obscene amount of fame and wealth. The worst thing he did was street racing, and has since checked his ego massively. But for years there were memes about killing him. I'm not a fan of his, but for fuck's sake, people hated him way too much.